Hi, welcome to the First Issue Club. We're your weekly comic book podcast where, just like Sue Storm, we love a good read. Thanks for joining us. We're excited to talk to you about comic books. A couple big releases this week, a couple really under the radar. Is it good? What is that? You look at the shelves and it says, "Oh, this is new this week," and you go, "I've never heard of that. It looks strange." Guess what? First Issue Club read those comic books.
Yeah, we got your back.
We're going to tell you what was strange about them in a good way, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You've always wanted some strange.
And help you discover
First Issue Club's going to help you.
what you like and what you don't like. I've got a poodle that is bonking into my mic stand at this moment, so hopefully
Your voice isn't warbling.
I'm not warbling too much, but we'll see if we can get this guy to settle down. I'm Mike D.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Vargas.
We three are the First Issue Club, and we are brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company's Space Camper Cosmic IPA. And right now, each of us has a different varietal in our hand that we're enjoying. I'm drinking the Betty Bott Bubbly IPA, which is in the new variety pack. It's got some extra carbonation for some soda-y pop to it.
I'm drinking the classic Cosmic IPA featuring our girl El Dorado, all the way from Flavor Country, here to satiate my thirst.
And you guys know I'm drinking Chill Break because I'm so...
Because he's stressed
Chill.
the fuck out.
No, because I'm so chill all the time about everything.
So pick yourself up some Space Camper Cosmic IPA, one of the best, if not the best, IPAs in the galaxy.
Yum, yum, give me some Dynamite Tum Tum Space Camper IPA, not a beer. It's a journey.
You know, one thing I love doing on this podcast is asking my co-hosts, got any news? What's happening in the world of comic books lately that's got you riled up or just informed?
On this podcast, from time to time,
Yeah.
I have to take a big slice of humble pie.
Whoa.
Chickens will come to roost. There will
I
be a
love
time
where this is going.
when I have to address you, the listener, and say, I was wrong. Officially, Deadline announces there will be no Marvel trailers for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I need a helping of the same pie of the humbling sort.
Andy,
Unfortunately, you guys ate all the pie.
Yeah, already. Yeah.
So-
Mhm.
so to be fair, Andy, you're not completely off the hook.
I know. I thought there was going to be a Spider-Man trailer.
Correct. And you doubled down and said there would be no new footage of Secret Wars.
True.
It sounds like there's going to be zero footage
None footage.
of
Okay.
Marvel movies, which people are speculating that it will be dropped the day before or the day after. And I should say the Super Bowl is this motherfucking weekend.
True.
When your team's not in it, it kind of creeps up on you.
It does.
Now you guys know how I feel every year.
I'm sorry it can't be Michigan football
No, it's fine.
every weekend.
You know, it's fine. It frees up my mind to think about anything else.
Is this a misstep?
No, not at all. They don't need to They don't need to spend $1 million a second to advertise during the Super Bowl. Everyone already knows Avengers is coming out, and everyone is already maximum
I don't
hype.
know that that's true.
You know what they're going to do, though.
What?
They did this a while ago. They're just going to drop it on YouTube
Yeah,
during the game. They've done this before.
Oh, you put it on YouTube while the game is on?
They don't
and be
need.
like,
They don't need to advertise because
we
people are going to
just-
blow up social
We
media.
just
That's what I mean.
saved $300
Holy
million.
shit.
that's what I mean. They don't
Andy,
need to.
you've done it again. Give this man a monocle. He's done it. That would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
It's the same thing that happened.
Well, everybody's checking Blue Sky and all these things to see the game reactions. It's like,
Yeah.
the Avengers trailer is out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And another thing I heard,
that is clever.
another little rumor
idea,
I heard
Andy.
about Secret Wars.
Well,
Supposedly, it's getting out of hand and going to be split into 2 different movies.
Of course it is.
wait. Hold on. When you say 2 different movies, you mean there's going to be like
Part 1,
Secret Wars 2, and then
Part 2.
Doomsday? Well, Doomsday is happening first.
Doomsday's happening first. Secret War is going to be a part 1, part 2
1, part 2.
situation.
I don't like that at all.
But we're not doing Secret Wars 1 and Secret Wars 2.
God, if only.
God. If that's the case, then I want Civil War 2 now. Right now. I want Captain Marvel in Senate hearings on C-SPAN, putting everyone to sleep.
I don't have very many fond memories of Secret Wars 2, but it's been a while since
Secret Wars 2.
the comic book.
The comic book. Oh, it was a comic book? I was thinking Secret Wars 2015, not actual Secret Wars 2.
Yes.
I forgot actual Secret Wars 2 happened.
Yes.
Which
Secret Wars 1 through 8. Secret Wars 2, 1 through whatever.
16.
And then Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars.
Secret Wars
Which-
3.
Secret Wars Volume 2.
Baby's
which
Day Out.
is for some reason not called Secret Wars 3.
Correct.
But maybe they just thought more people buy it.
That's how secretive it is.
if it doesn't become like a subsequent thing. I
Well,
don't know.
Because then they'd have to have people reread Secret Wars 2.
Yeah, you'd feel like
I
there
think
was
that was smart.
prerequisite stuff.
I think it was smart
there
not
wasn't.
to add the 3.
Yeah, it was kind of like a fresh take on it.
I don't know why comic books did that in general.
Yeah.
You know, like, we didn't need Civil War 2.
Yeah.
It could have been named, Liberation Day or some shit. I don't know. Like, naming it Civil War 2
Mhm.
made it very attached
To the original.
to the original that really couldn't be touched.
True.
Because it was a pivotal moment in that series.
And I don't remember relitigating much of the Civil War aspect of it.
no, it was just a thing of like
I remember
uh,
Bruce Banner getting shot,
mm-hmm. No, She-Hulk was in the hospital.
and
She got shot.
No, Bruce Banner got killed.
Bruce-
Hawkeye shot him with the arrow.
Yeah,
Bruce Banner got killed,
but She-Hulk was shot with
got
a.
put in the hospital.
She was like in a coma or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And because
And then the green door opened.
it was
my friends.
Carol Danvers' fault why She-Hulk
Yes.
got
Yeah.
shot,
Right.
and that was the whole rift or whatever.
That was what created the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. The civilest of wars.
Why are we even talking?
Why
about
can't
this?
all wars be civil?
But yeah.
Okay, so back to the original. No Marvel trailers during the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So,
On the broadcast.
do we think? Yeah, on the
Fair.
on the broadcast. Do we think we'll get a full trailer for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow?
I mean, was that not a full trailer? You're just talking about like a new one?
It felt very teaser trailer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Full trailer for me, for my money,
Uh-huh.
for me in my home.
Uh-huh.
You get Lobo.
Sure. Yeah. Does Jason Momoa appear as Lobo during the halftime show?
Yes, he gets up there with Green Day.
Uh-huh.
He throws Bad Bunny,
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
like fastball special style
Uh-huh.
on stage. And he goes, Bad Bunny. And
Bad Bunny.
that's how the show starts.
That guy's a pro at saying his own name.
He is he's immaculate.
For anyone else, it's insane.
Yes, but to him, it just sounds so natural, like
Mhm.
breathing.
Yeah.
Louis, you are being so selfish with the scratches right now.
I know.
Louis, official FIC dog. Louis, who are you gonna vote for the Super Bowl win?
Vote for it.
Who do you think's gonna win?
We all know it's fixed, and the dogs decide the Super Bowl.
That's why you watch the Puppy Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden Retrievers are gonna win this year. Any other news? We talked about Sex Criminals becoming a TV show already.
Mhm. Anybody watched any episodes of The Beauty
No.
from our hometown heroes?
No, is that
It's on episode 5
already?
already.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
wow?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Binge it.
I'm gonna do this Disney Plus Hulu bundle
Oh.
just to cram Wonder Man and
Oh, the Beauty in.
the Beauty.
How long do
in.
you have it for? The trial.
I haven't done
Oh.
done it yet, but you can do 3 months for $15.
There you go.
So I'll probably just do the 3 months for $15 and crush both of those.
And you should watch Alien Earth too.
Oh, I need. To
I've
watch
already
Alien
watched
Earth.
Alien Earth.
Okay,
I
good.
need to watch
Yeah.
Alien Earth.
It's so good.
slaps so hard.
Currently, we have the. I'm not gonna fucking do a commercial for Hulu. Get the fuck out of here.
I would have loved if they found a way to get Eyeball Monster to the Emmys. Have Eyeball Monster present an award.
Present to
something.
Bad Bunny. And the winner of Saying Your Name.
He was one of the most standout characters of any TV show
Yes.
of all of 2025. You got to get some of these characters into the Emmys.
He's got his own Funko Pop.
Does he
Shut
really?
the fuck up. Does he really?
Yeah.
I thought Funko was going under. What's the Funko?
Got to sail that ship to the end, you know?
Yeah. They are literally the band on the Titanic playing it all the way down.
All right, you want to get to comic books?
I
Is there
guess
anything
so. I
else?
guess there really isn't really any news. Vertigo stuff's coming out now.
Yeah, Nice House by the Sea, issue 7, first Vertigo book, came out this week.
They put such a pause on that. When was like, I
Well-
completely that storyline is so complex too, that I was like, you're waiting for Vertigo to be complete before you start publishing this again, and it has been too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I'm gonna have to read Nice House on the Lake and Nice House on the Sea over again, just so I can read a subsequent issue of this second series.
Yeah.
What body of water does James Tynion go to next? Nice shack by the creek.
Hey,
Nice loft by the ocean.
riverfront property. It takes place in Chicago.
Yeah.
Nice apartment by the pond.
Yeah, a river or pond seems like. Do glaciers count?
Sure.
No, it's gotta be liquid.
Oh, it gotta be liquid.
Body of water.
Okay.
Sorry.
Body of water too.
Nice, nice tent by the canal.
Uh-huh. What are those?
Nice TP by the river.
What are those like underwater like rivers that are like
Yeah.
churn all the water throughout the world? Whatever. Submarine by the
Yeah, Andy
underwater
believes in the
river.
hollow earth theory.
Mhm.
So,
Well, where do you think our reptilian overlords come from?
God, hell.
DC, am I right?
You got him. And we're not talking about DC Comics, folks.
What about nice apartment on the isthmus?
Yeah.
It's not a body of water, but it's a land strip between two bodies of water.
Sure, yeah.
What about nice apartment by the aqueduct?
Mm-hmm. What's a fjord?
About $5.
Is that a body of water?
A fjord is a body of water.
No,
yeah.
I think a fjord is like a floodplain.
Oh, okay.
Still,
I mean,
It could be.
yeah, tundra. Is it a tundra not frozen?
yeah,
Oh, that's permafrost,
it's
I
like
guess.
permafrost.
Yeah.
Wow, this podcast.
Nice
has-
igloo on the tundra.
Yeah, no, okay, nice igloo on the glacial slate. I'll take that.
Yeah. I guess if you drill a hole into it, right?
Hey, whoa. We went from 6 to midnight real quick.
Come on.
Yeah, I always
Come
got to
on.
go blue. Yeah, so no new comic book news except what's this I find over here? Some more humble pie because we're going to talk about DC Boss Battle right the F now.
Let's do it.
Perfect. We all read it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all loved it.
Yep. For me, it was I went into it thinking of like this is gonna be like a hate read. Like this is gonna be like, oh, I knew it. This is nothing but garbage.
I was excited for it. And then my expectations were immediately lowered because
Because of reality setting in.
I started reading other people's takes on it.
Yeah.
So my expectations by the time of reading it were very, very low. And I think that
Which is
helped.
not fair.
I think that helped my experience, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sure.
That I wasn't expecting much from it and got an okay read, in my opinion. Maybe we should talk about it before we give like
Yeah.
our real grades on it.
DC Boss Battle. If you're not following DCKO, hero against hero, Darkseid trying to ruin everything. Absolute Universe is tied in one way
Yep.
or the other. In DC Boss Battle, Worldbringer, whoever,
World Shaper.
World
Forger.
Shape, World Forger
World
has
Man.
to collect battle energy to fuel.
Omega energy.
Yeah.
I said what I said. To fuel the final four combatants
Uh-huh.
to defend our world from the absolute universe.
Correct.
Darkseid's heralds or whatever.
Correct.
Yep.
The absolute trinity.
And
Plus Booster Gold.
plus Booster Gold, who's
who-
been corrupted by Darkseid.
Who is is
Yeah.
Darkseid.
Basically
somehow.
is Darkseid, yeah.
He has this grand idea that he's just like, we've exhausted all of the energy from this world. I must now go into alternate planes of existence to find epic warriors to steal their energy from to fuel these people.
Yep.
And that is how we get introduced to the Mortal Kombat universe, Red
Yep.
Sonja universe, Annabelle universe. You know,
You're going to fight some of the most dubious beings on these other planes of existence
Right.
because they've got the most Omega energy.
and Sabrina.
And Sabrina. That was the other thing about it that was a little bit of like, if there had been a through line
Uh-huh.
that they were all maybe evil
Mhm.
and therefore had Omega energy, I think maybe it was more that they were like the Omega entities on their plane of existence.
the most powerful.
Yes,
Yeah.
that you could be a good guy or a bad guy,
Yeah.
but like in Sabrina's reality, there aren't many other powered things,
yeah.
Right.
right? So maybe she has a colossal amount of Omega energy. because
Because
of
nobody
that.
else is using
Yeah,
it.
Right,
well,
she
she's
doesn't have to
certainly-
share it with
she's
like 20
certainly-
superheroes.
You're not gonna be fighting like Archie or Moose. Or,
Yeah.
She should.
Uh-huh.
And then therein lies like my issue of just like, you go to the Mortal Kombat universe and you think Sub-Zero and Scorpion are the end all be all of
I
those.
think Scorpion's the most iconic, probably in Sub-Zero too.
I would not think iconic. Sure,
Yeah.
most powerful of all the fighters. Nay.
Yeah, I mean,
A big nay.
Shao Kahn, like
Yeah,
Goro,
the fucking Goro.
Motaro, but
Yeah, Gumbo.
you gotta pick the mascots of the franchise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think so too.
I think
Which can I say before we get in any further into the like individual battles or anything?
Yeah.
I want to ask about what you guys think of them attempting to weave it into the narrative of DCKO.
Weak.
I actually liked the attempt.
They made an attempt.
Yeah.
It served the purpose. The purpose of this book was not to be an integral piece of DCKO lore.
The purpose
Yes.
of this book was
It-
created to see these people fight.
That
It
is correct.
It is entirely optional while still playing into the narrative should you choose to engage with it.
It fit into the narrative just fine.
But then again,
as
it's
much
not,
as it needed to.
it's
You
not
don't
even
want
optional.
it to be you don't want it to be a critical piece. I
Correct.
think it is optional.
Then how
it's
do you
a-
explain how these characters got stronger?
You don't need
You don't
to.
even need to
You
know,
don't
I
even
don't
need
think.
to.
The linchpin of this is before this book happened, these characters were not strong enough to finish the fight.
But
No.
correct me if I'm wrong. Is that explicitly stated in DCKO number 3?
No.
I don't think it is. I just think it's like something that they add to this like split second moment while the absolute trinity are like frozen for like a second and they're like trying to gather themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this optional thing happens in that moment. But if you're just reading DCKO 1 through 5 or whatever, then you don't even know that they were lacking Omega energy. They're just rallying the troops
Yeah.
between
So
issues.
in that case, in with that logic,
I might be wrong, but I think that's the
this
case.
That's what I think is
episode-
gonna happen.
This issue is even more egregious in its mishandling of a fun opportunity. No, I will say this was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There was definitely some scenarios that I really enjoyed, i.e., Joker and Annabelle.
Yeah.
That was a
But-
very fun through line through the book.
To wrap up this conversation, though, what would you have preferred for the reasoning behind the comic? That there be less of a reason, or or it be more integral? Like, what's the right way to do it if the way they did it is the wrong way?
Wow, that's kind of a loaded question because
You
it needs to be devoid of DCKO from any of it.
It maybe shouldn't have been a part of this event.
Yeah, because
we should have said, hey, we have this fun idea to promote independent comics, and with our massive platform and have some fun with some other characters.
Yeah,
it didn't ever need to be a DCKO. Well,
because DCKO didn't need any help being awesome.
Yeah,
right. Like it didn't need Samantha the Bear.
Okay.
To be levitated into another stratosphere of fun.
I think that's a fair take.
All right.
Hell yes. Yeah. That's all I needed, baby.
All right. What if
they do try to explain what's happening in the first few pages, and you're just like, I've been reading DCKO, and Jesus, what the fuck?
Yes. Okay. It is the thing of just like, oh no, words.
Yeah.
Words are ruining my party.
So many words.
It's like when you invite the nerd to the jock party. You're like, fuck, he's gonna make us do math now. Fuck.
What if, hypothetically, instead of having to power up the combatants, they show up and they're like, oh, we're not ready to fight the Absolute Trinity.
Yeah.
So the World Shaper is like, I'm going to give you guys a rest with my pause time powers.
Yeah.
But to fuel my pause time powers, I have to have the other people fight the crossover people. So the combatants from mainline are removed from the fight.
A battle has to continue.
Yeah.
No,
I get it.
Here's the de facto way you do it.
So much clarity.
No. They're introduced from the get-go. They're the easy fodder you win in the first 1 and 2 rounds.
Oh, that you make them part of DCKO proper.
The universes have merged.
Yeah.
Darkseid, ultimate secret war.
Darkseid has
absolute secret.
Darkseid has not only moved DCU and Absolute Verse in, but Vertigo.
Sure.
All this other weird shit that they have some licensing deal with.
Yep.
All into one big hub.
Yep.
And now Superman has to take on Homelander. But he takes him out in round 1.
Sure.
Like, it's not as important.
Yeah.
But it is still kind of cool to see.
It's like the warm-up round.
They're the characters that get filleted on the way to people trying to find the artifact that gets them in. Right?
Yes. Like, it's... And I feel like that would be more impactful because you had these great iconic moments from DCKO 1 and 3. And now I'm supposed to be extra hyped for this shit. And it's like, no. We've already had a fucking blast already. This seems like a weird detour that you kind of spoiled the opportunity to have these really fun battle interactions. I mean, Wonder Woman and Red Sonja fought for 3 panels and did nothing.
So the book was so loaded that all of these ended up being a little short, and it left
much to be desired.
It left much to be desired. The promise of Red Sonja fighting Wonder Woman is very exciting.
Yeah.
And then to just get like a couple panels.
It's like going to the all-you-can-eat buffet
like,
and eating salad.
The cardinal sin this book committed was not being like a 4-issue miniseries.
Yeah. Was it even a double issue?
And that's what blew me away. I thought for sure this was going to be like an 80-page prestige bound thing.
Yep.
And it was like
different artists doing each of the cutaways.
Yeah, like the fact that they didn't get Patrick Hovarth to do
that would have been rad.
Yeah.
Just
Lex Luthor,
2 pages
Samantha.
of Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And Samantha, I was just like,
yeah.
What are we doing?
Because he's going to their universe, right? So it'd be cool to do it in their style.
Yeah.
Yes, the perfect opportunity, and just wandered.
But that would have taken way more time and money.
But I still think at the end of the day, it's so rad that somebody's going to check out Beneath the Trees because of this book.
Yeah.
And I think it's so rad they platformed an indie IDW comic.
Yeah. I will say, I may have came in a little too hot on this book initially.
Yeah.
And while I'm not completely happy with the product that we got, it was better than I ever thought it could have been.
So speak to the the battles that you liked the most? Or
So
the
there were
sequences?
there were a lot of battles that to me felt underwhelming.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, Wonder Woman, Red Sonja, Homelander, and Superman seemed
Ugh.
very
Wasted potential.
reined in, and they're
Yeah.
just like, well, we don't want to go too far. And it's just like,
Yeah.
then don't put him in the fucking book.
Yeah.
You know, like Homelander's a literal sociopath, and I mean, he really did nothing.
Yeah.
The best one, in my opinion, was the Joker and Annabelle
Totally.
overarching story of him trying to make this doll do something.
Yeah.
And it looks like a crazy man
Uh-huh.
talking to a doll.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just really well done.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, maybe that should have just been the whole book. Joker and Annabelle just going at it.
Yeah, they're just sitting at a table across from each other. He's like, "Do something."
Yeah. I saw you move.
Yeah.
As far as the other ones, like, you can't convince me, I don't care how hard you try, that between Lex Luthor and a kryptonite powered power suit is being bodied by Samantha the Bear from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. You can't convince me that I don't care if he's been blinded by pepper spray and has his arm tied behind his back. That just seems like a very one-sided fight
Well,
that this bear was just destroying this dude.
first of all, it would have been Bear Mace.
Well done. But it's mace made by a bear.
It's Mace made by a bear.
Yeah.
And second of all, that was the best page in the book.
There were two iconic panels from that page where you're just like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
The one where Lex Luthor stumbles across Samantha killing someone
Yeah.
and her going, I really wish you hadn't have seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty clutch.
And then her, like, his face when she's, like, coming at him with the knife was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
I am really, really disappointed with the Batwoman Vampirella exchange.
Yeah.
I
that's-
forgot it even happened.
Thank you. It just seemed like those two together were like,
Yeah.
oh, this is gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's just over.
Well, they're both kind of like bat ladies, right?
Correct,
Like,
right, yeah.
yeah, like one is like a Dracula-esque kind of like alien, and then the other is a lady dressed up as a bat.
Yeah.
Like there is
Sultry, both sultry.
both sultry. There is a kind like the shock of red hair on Batwoman and red Vampirella's red.
And the Borat green thong
Yes.
on Vampirella.
Yeah. It seemed like there was some good jokes or commentary to be had on the little crossover that they have,
Yeah.
and it just didn't.
There was too
Deliver.
much time spent on the Mortal Kombat fight
You think so?
for the lackluster payoff.
Well, again, like, they should have just done this as a 4-issue mini.
Andy, I
Like-
agree. Every one of these matchups should have been an issue.
I mean, ideally, yeah.
Or they take two of them out.
Sure.
this should have been a DC Inc. exclusive. Go to the app. You get your
Oh, wild.
you get
Yeah.
your
Yep.
issue that we've done
Mm-hmm.
there. That would have actually geared people more to go check out the app.
Yeah, you get people to go check out the app, and it's almost like you could almost twist that into a fun commentary that it's like it takes place in another place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
on
An
your
app, a
it's on
mobile
your-
world.
Yeah, it's on your phone instead of
In a comic.
in
Yeah.
a comic book. Could
Yeah.
be like a meta commentary.
Oh man. See, it's give us 20 minutes and a beer and we'll fix comic books.
Yeah. I mean, coming from someone who was really hyped for this book,
Yeah.
it wasn't offensive to me.
Yes.
It was a fun read. Ultimately, my biggest complaint is that I wanted more of it, which, like, you almost can't fault a book because it's like, I
I
wanted
agree.
more of
Okay,
this
hold
book.
on.
I
hold on.
agree.
But you didn't want more of the book because it was so good. You wanted more of the book so it could explain itself better.
Well, I wanted more of the promise of what the book had.
Which
okay.
was
that's not
these
the sign
cool-
of a good book.
I
Which was
mean-
these characters fighting.
This felt like the first half of a really great comic.
Creatives got in a room together and had a really fun idea.
yes.
Yeah.
And then they were given
Yeah.
32 pages to complete it, and that's simply not enough.
Right.
Yeah. Andy, what you're describing is like when my son tells me a really funny joke, and then I have you guys over, and I was like, Teddy, tell your joke. And he goes, and I'm just like, no. I swear to God, he does this way better.
No, I know. I get it and I understand. I'm not saying this was in and of itself, in the way it existed, a good or great comic. You know, it was a very like 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But like, I did come away wanting more of it.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you, because like the premise and the promise set itself up very high.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder, I was just like, were your hands tied contractually with some of this stuff?
I mean, I think that was probably part of it. They only got the rights for a single issue. I guarantee you the contracts for all of these said their characters couldn't lose.
That is a thing.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
nobody lost.
So they can't really ever actually fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
We don't want Wonder Woman to come in and absolutely clobber our character that sells the most Dynamite comics.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, they were talking Red Sonja up just like, wow, she's like tit for tat for Wonder Woman. I'm just like, Wonder Woman would knock the fucking head off of Red Sonja
dude,
in a second.
but tell me you didn't want more of that fight just from the hype.
I did, because the story is they don't want to fight each other because they
Yeah.
respect each other's journey.
So dope.
They're both
Yeah.
women who like have overcome the male-dominated world that they exist in.
Yeah.
They should never be fighting. They should be fighting with each other
But they're
instead of
both
against
warriors.
each other.
So the Sabrina one, they never actually fought. They're collaborating the entire time. They're actually trying to like save each other.
'Cause
From
the entire-
Sabrina's fuck up.
Because
Yes.
Sabrina keeps screwing up, which
Yeah.
was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And like I going into this book, I was ready to be like 0 out of 5. This book sucked eggs. And getting like just the even the watered down taste of it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this really is like a 2.53. Like, we could have workshopped this a little bit better and made it a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this is like the first book I've ever read that I'm like, I want to go seek out like fanfic of this issue
sort of thing. Yeah.
and see the,
Depending.
I mean, I don't want any of the weird stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
want another 32 pages of this written by other people.
Yeah.
Because like the Joker Annabelle stuff was genius. That was the perfect length of nonsense that it should have been.
Yeah.
But like Superman and Homelander basically don't punch each other, which is
Everything
ridiculous.
Yeah.
They laser beam each other, which okay, fine, but
Yeah.
there was just a lot of like stuff I wanted to
Mhm.
see that would just straight up wasn't in there.
Superman got a cheap shot in on him.
Yeah.
He dug himself into the ground and then
Mhm.
exploded out underneath him.
That's not a cheap shot. That's just called strategy.
Yeah.
He got groundhogged. Groundhogged.
Groundhog.
Yeah. So all in all, okay. So I went in 0 out of 5. Came out 2.5 out of 5.
I think 2.5 is fair.
What going into it? Where were you guys?
I was like a 40 out of 5.
40 out of 5. Wow.
Going into it, I was like, this is going to be a 1.
Oh, you
Oh,
thought
wow.
you thought it was gonna be bad too?
Well, here's my thing. I thought it was going to be good. I was going
Oh.
into it like initially like this is going to be like 4 or 5. It's just going to be fun, stupid
Mm-hmm.
extravaganza. And then we started reading other people's takes who were like, this is lackluster.
Yeah.
So I went from that down to a 1. And
Yeah.
then by the time I finished reading it, I was like 2.5. It was all right.
This is the first time I've ever seen DC pull a Marvel
Mm-hmm.
where they promise something so wild and zany,
Yeah.
and then you read it and you're like, what the fuck was like? This is nothing. This is a
Mm-hmm.
nothing burger.
You didn't go nearly as far as you should have.
Which is striking for what we've seen from DC for the last year and a half, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been just balls to the wall. Absolute everything is like, you thought we had limits, we got no limits. And this did feel very just like, oh, you're holding back. And I think it is because of contractual stuff.
Yeah.
You know, ownership of characters of, you know, well, my character can't lose. And it's just like, well, then we can't do this. And
Yeah.
that's what it should have been. It's just those meetings should have been like, okay, well, you know what? Then this kind of maybe was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it needed more pages.
And I agree. I do.
I think that's the biggest sin this comic book committed was not being more.
Andy, you're right. Because if it had more pages, it could have explained situations way better.
With as many characters on the cover of this, I mean, make it square bound. Charge me $7.99 or
I would have paid
if it's big enough. Give me 10.
I would have
I'll give
paid
you
$10 for
Yeah,
this issue.
I would have. So many people would have. I think.
Yeah.
And the fact that there wasn't that many variant covers to this book, too,
Yeah.
shows you that there was some behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff where you're like, okay,
Well,
this wasn't as
It would. I think I told you guys it was one per customer at my store.
which is
So
crazy.
they either under ordered it or
they only bought
there's
7.
that much demand for it.
Yeah. There's so much stuff that could have been done with this book. Have publisher exclusive variant covers. IDW gets their own cover that
Yeah.
you can only buy from IDW. Dynamite gets their own cover.
Yeah.
You know, Blumhouse gets their like
You can only buy it from the Eminem website.
whatever. You know, there's just so much stuff they could have done with this, and
Yeah.
it felt to me like DC didn't want to overshadow their
Uh-huh.
event with this fun crossover thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
this was not the only book that came out this week.
Yes.
Correct.
It was definitely the big show, though.
Yeah.
I will say, I think I'm the only one that read this book. I want to get out there real quick.
Okay.
Did you read the Jason Aaron Thundar?
I read Jason Aaron's Thundar the
I
Barbarian.
knew it.
What is this?
Thundar the Barbarian.
It's
Out
another
on Dynamite.
It's a Hanna-Barbera.
It's from Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, okay.
It is about a world where human Earth civilization goes through like this tumultuous change because of an alien planet crossing through its path between the moon, throws everything off. You know, tables are turned, and now like humans are like kind of like, you know, like Planet of the Apes. Like humans are just like now the lower class of
Yes.
species on the world. It's kind of in the same vein of that. It's just there's like 3 or 4 major alien races now on Earth that are like the cream of the crop, and humans are
Very
just
Jack Kirby.
running around
Okay.
trying to survive. In any case, Jason Aaron has been wanting to write
something
for
with it.
this book for a long time. He said that this is like a piece of his childhood that he's finally been able to get in and write. And the best way that I can hook people to check this book out is, do you remember Scooby-Doo Apocalypse?
Mhm.
And how it was just like a complete modern retelling of Scooby-Doo set in like a more modern time frame that pitted them against zombies and kind of made it really fun and interesting. Jason Aaron is doing that with Thundar.
I can't believe I haven't heard of this.
It is
What publisher was it on?
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Okay.
But it is kind of a thing of just like, it's easy to miss if that's not your wheelhouse or like you grew up with it.
Yeah, right.
Because it's there with Thundercats.
Yeah, it's all that same like
Yeah, Johnny Quest, all the Hanna-Barbera
Blue
stuff.
Falcon and Dino Mutt.
Yeah, I think I did miss that stuff by a hair.
I missed that stuff by a hair. If Jason Aaron wasn't writing this, I don't know if I would have even noticed that
Yeah.
it was coming out.
Right.
But I'm glad that I picked it up because it was very, very, very fun.
I think this is early 80s, late 70s.
These
this
are
is
all
like
60s cartoons.
60s cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. So
Yeah.
those were probably like even out of syndication by the time.
Yeah.
I
this was
watched
like
them-
with, what's that, Gleek and Glock little goop things or whatever?
Oh well, yeah, it's the they just did a comic book.
Humanoids.
Humanoids. Yes.
Yeah. Herculoids.
Herculoids.
Humanoids was a publisher that's no longer around.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Herculoids.
R.I.P. Humanoids.
all that stuff was all 60s stuff. And
Yeah.
I watched it with my dad because he watched it when he was a kid.
Okay.
So it's good. It's like I am shocked how much I liked it. Not because, you know, obviously I knew I was gonna like it because Jason Aaron is like an incredible writer and has been on hit streak for 20 years now.
Yeah.
But it's just like I know nothing of this property. I remember reading like the Flash Gordon comic book that came out on Mad Cave a little while ago, and that was shaky ground for me. And this is another thing of just like, post-apocalyptic Earth, and kind of Thundar relied on tropes that are just like not of an era anymore. Of just like me man, me right,
Mm-hmm.
and like woman get out of the way.
Mhm.
And like there's even like a thing in here in this book where Thundar is like thinking of his past, and the woman of his female counterpart in the book is just like, you could talk to me about this and not just like bury it and like hit people. And Thundar's like, shut up, like we're not gonna do that. But like I feel like Jason Aaron has like got the fucking pin on this and knows where he's going, and there's like a twist at the end of this book that is just very choice and juicy that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. So go check it out. Thundar the Barbarian, Dynamite, Jason Aaron.
Are they doing any crossover stuff that they hint at with like Herculoids or any of this other like Hanna-Barbera?
Not yet.
Okay.
The first issue was very much establishing who this guy is.
Sure.
The world around it. They make a joke that I really loved. Because it's on our Earth.
Yeah.
But it's been like essentially destroyed.
Yeah,
Oceans have risen. Climate's out of control. And they do something with Thundar, and like they either capture him or they free him. And this group of roving bandits or whatever is just like, you are now in the ocean of Kansas.
Yeah.
But it's like spelled like KAN-ZAAS. And it's just like,
awesome.
yeah, okay, I see what you did there, Jason.
Yeah.
That's pretty petty.
That's great. I only ask because I'm like pretty sure that in the cartoons, like Space Ghost shows up and like teams up with the Herculoids, and they cross over with Thundar and all that stuff. So.
And so Space Ghost is on Dynamite, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I didn't know if they had made the move
Pepos
to
is-
Mad Cave or not.
Pepos is writing
So
Space Ghost.
I have no
that
doubt
right?
that it will eventually happen.
Yeah.
Because Herculoids would fit in perfectly with what's happening in this and Space Ghost as well. I can only imagine that Jason Aaron's just trying to lay the groundwork for this
Sure.
particular series, and then they'll get into the fun, cool crossover stuff.
Sure.
I can't wait to get a copy.
You liar.
Jason, send one over. What did you all else read?
What did we all else read?
Hey, what'd y'all else there read?
Okay, because you invoked
Jason Aaron's name.
Planet of the Apes,
Oh. I invoke Jason Aaron!
I got Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
And there's a fun
Oh, look at that.
cover homage of
Is that Galactus'
the
first
Galactus
appearance?
first appearance.
That's
yeah,
great.
which I thought was fun. Can you imagine a big ape Galactus that large?
Oh, Lord.
How did Marvel not do that
Hot
with the Marvel
to
Apes
trot.
stuff?
Goodness. They might have. There was Galactopus. Do you
Watch your
remember
mouth.
that?
Oh, yeah, the big platypus.
There's a huge platypus,
I don't remember that
Galactopus.
at all. That's funny.
Yeah, very funny.
That was my nickname in
Ah,
college.
humor.
Oh, Marvel, you've done it again.
This comic is like they're fighting Red Ghost, and Red Ghost, who has ape
Monkeys.
minions,
Yeah.
Mhm.
has found a plane of existence wherein apes rule and,
And dogs drool.
and humans drool. And so his
How was that not the tagline for Planet of the Apes?
because he can control primates, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So his idea is to go to this plane of existence and rule the earth.
Yeah.
And in trying to do so, he accidentally zaps the Fantastic Four there. And once the Fantastic Four get there, they lose their powers. Their powers manifest in some of the popular apes from the Planet of the Apes series.
Oh,
Oh, so Dr. Zaius shows up and
is he
Yes.
is he the thing?
I can't remember who was who, but I mean, yes, Dr. Zaius and your normal
Caesar.
cast of
Cornelius.
Cornelius is in it.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It was fun.
Who wrote it?
Dr. Zaius.
There is no name on the cover.
Rock me, Dr. Zaius.
And I'll be damned if I'm opening this up now.
Oh, yeah, you ruined the grade.
9.8.
Why would you ever? Mike, did you read that book?
Yeah, this is all just to make them up. I'm just like, I mean, I can piece together what it is.
From the cover.
Really good guess, Mike.
Then they get this like huge slap fight, and there's like banana peels everywhere, and
but-
everyone's slipping.
Ultimately, they are on trial, basically. Because they're like, what do we do with these people? Are they like lying to us?
The ape version of McCarthy
like
is there.
humans don't
Accusing them of
talk,
being
so they're
communists.
freaking us out.
So it's basically the plot of Planet of the Apes,
Planet of the Apes,
but with
yeah.
the Fantastic Four. So
Yes.
Charlton
That
Heston.
was made of rock.
Exactly right.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is the thing still made of rock?
No, he loses his.
So
He's Ben Grimm.
Oh,
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Smooth skin and everything.
Have they figured out that it's Earth? Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Have they came across the Statue of Liberty on the beach and said, "You damn dirty apes"?
You know what? There was a moment that
No,
in
that's-
the
you blew it
comic
up.
that would have been so good to be like, holy shit, the Statue of Liberty, and they didn't do it. Which I was kind of like, maybe people expected so much that
It was a Baskin Robbins.
is a good call to not do it. Check it out, 32 flavors here.
Just a Sbarro sticking out of the ocean. They're like, "You blew it up, you bastards!"
But yeah, I think here's what happened for me on this. It was good. It was fun.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It's as good as a crossover like this needs to be.
I was gonna say, of the crossovers we're gonna talk about this week, how did it compare?
It was better because it's doing a singular thing.
Yeah, because
right?
it's
Uh-huh.
a one-on-one.
Yes.
There was more monkeys.
However, there was the Predator comics or the Alien comics that Marvel did as crossovers
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
were so much better than I thought they had any business being.
Dude, that Captain America Alien book that's running right now.
Yeah.
is fire.
Really good.
Xenomorph bombs.
Dude.
So cool. And after having read that, I think my expectations were almost a little too high for the next Marvel 20th Century Fox crossover. That this one was kind of like, yeah, this is what I would normally expect from something like this. It wasn't like wow, blew me away. It wasn't bad. It was
Is it only going to be a one shot?
No, it is like a little mini series.
Okay.
And so I think it's if the criteria here is you get me to buy the second issue,
It failed.
I wouldn't buy the second issue of this, but it was charming to see like a couple apes with Fantastic Four powers. Like that
Yeah.
was fun.
To me, that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
That's where it loses the thread for me.
Hmm.
Throw them into that universe without their powers. That's fine.
Yeah.
Where Planet of the Apes, Andy, back me up here. Where Planet of the Apes thrives is rogue humans fighting hyper intelligent apes,
Hey,
and there is like sympathizers on the ape side
yeah.
helping humans.
Hmm.
That takes more than one standalone issue to
Yeah.
cook.
I get why they did the Fantastic Four because they're like astronauts and you can basically take
Mhm.
the plot of Planet of the Apes and put the Fantastic Four in it and it be very close to the
Mhm.
the source
Yes.
material. It almost feels like it would have been more interesting to have X-Men crossover so that you get
Mm.
the like outcast kind
Oh,
of
dynamic.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're outcast on Earth. Now you're on Planet of the Apes and you're even more of an outcast or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, this is hard because I'm really having to come to terms with this one. No. In my mind, maybe the crossover should have not happened.
That's sometimes how I feel about some of these crossovers. When you're inundated a little too much
Mhm.
on a week such as this week with crossovers,
Really, crossover fatigue on
that
this
some
week.
yeah, sometimes you get a little like can we tell a story
Mm-hmm.
and like have something that's like meant to be like that? I don't know. Either delivers on like a fun premise or
Yeah.
doesn't overstay its welcome.
What was the silly factor on this book?
Extremely low.
Okay.
And that's my thing.
That's Planet of the Apes for you.
If it's
right, like
but if it's not silly, then it should be maybe
Good?
hyper serious.
Or just like structured better.
Yeah.
Because if there has to be a silly element when it's superheroes meeting hyper intelligent apes.
well, and
There has to be some
the book that
wacky mix up.
the book that did that perfectly was Green Lantern
Yeah, exactly.
Planet of the Apes
Yes.
crossover.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good
Uh-huh.
You know why that succeeded?
because it was kind of goofy.
James Tynion.
Did he write that?
I think so.
No, he did not. Stop it.
I think he did.
Look it up, Greg. Look it up.
I almost wish they had just done like Alien Planet of the Apes crossover.
Mhm.
Have xenomorphs show up on the
Oh
Planet of the
my
Apes.
God.
You know, like
Yeah.
That's the yes. Or Predator. Yeah.
have a predator. That would be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have Predator hunt down the leader of the apes.
There is a moment in this comic where they land on this planet and they're like, "Oh, it's like it's Earth, but like a different version of Earth."
Oh, so they just like know that out.
Oh,
They
whoops.
spoil the movie. Like
And
Sorry, it was Green Lantern Space Ghost. It was in the Hanna-Barbera things.
Yeah.
and what's Johnny is like, "This is great. Reed we'll find like a lawnmower and Reed will make a machine that like zips us back to our Earth." And then they're like, "It seems kind of primitive. Like where like I don't know that much machinery exists. We're going to have to like go looking." There is a version of this comic where that's the premise and they evade
Mm-hmm.
the apes
Oh,
while trying to like cobble together
yes,
like the right technology to build their way back.
it's more like a Hogan's Heroes kind of thing.
I mean, that could be a fun version of it where they're like doing kind of like an espionage break-in
I love that.
to like MacGyver their way out with a machine they
Yes,
I
trying
mean,
to get out undetected.
that's basically the plot of the original Planet of the Apes.
make. Yeah, they're trying
He
to
sh-
get back off.
He shows up, gets captured. The
Yeah.
apes are shocked that he can talk.
Mhm.
He convinces some apes to like be sympathetic, and then
Yeah.
he tries to
tricks them.
escape.
Yep.
He uses his white privilege
He,
to trick
he-
some
he
monkeys.
kisses that monkey lady
Right on the mouth. That was rough.
right on her little rubber
Right,
lip.
right in her hard rubber mouth. Just a smooch. Is anything else you want to add to Planet of the Apes?
I've talked about this more than I thought I would
All
already.
right. Well, I want to talk about a crossover that was distinctly made for the two boys on the couch.
Ugh.
Yes, this might be our crossover of the week.
Chainsaw hand. It's Army of Darkness X Archie. I just want to say,
Yep.
Andy, I respect Army of Darkness.
Yes.
This succeeded.
Because it was an Archie book.
This succeeded where Archie X Clerks failed
yeah.
miserably.
Oh yeah.
This is where two sides understand what needs to happen
Mm-hmm.
with their dual properties
Uh-huh.
to make a successful thing. It didn't require Archie to deviate from what makes Archie Archie.
Totally.
He wasn't surrounded by like weird lewd threesome jokes or
Yeah.
trying to smoke a bong.
Yeah.
It was Archie finding the Necronomicon, having Moose have his heart ripped out from his chest,
Mm-hmm.
and then deadites run rampant around Archie's world.
Mm-hmm.
And then Archie is basically becoming an employee at S-Mart.
Well, so it tells the story. It's basically the kids in the cabin in the woods story,
Mm-hmm.
right up, until the attack from the Deadites begins, and then it flashes back a
Yes.
month
Yeah.
to where Archie meets Ash at the S-Mart.
Yes. To buy some, he wants to get enough money to buy these dog things for Betty and Veronica.
Yeah.
Like a Beanie Baby kind of thing.
Which is
Okay.
so Archie.
Yes.
Like, it's so like
Yes.
wholesome.
And it it worked so well because there is the wholesome Archie element that gets completely wrecked when the Army of Darkness stuff starts kicking in. And you're just like, this should be abrasive and this shouldn't work well, but like it's just so fluid that you're like, yeah, this is exactly what I want to see right now.
Yeah.
And it's Archie running away from deadites and using the Necronomicon and trying to speak satanic languages. Like, that's hilarious.
And I'm so glad they did this in the style of an Archie book, as opposed to trying to put Archie in the style of an Army of Darkness book.
Right. Like, if this was in the style of Afterlife with Archie,
yeah,
it wouldn't have worked because it would have been too dark.
It wouldn't be as well. It wouldn't have been as much fun. Like, it misses the kind of the point. And
I guess I mean dark with just like the color tone that we used. Like, this still feels like Dan DeCarlo, Dan Parent,
exactly,
Archie book.
Yeah. And I also think there was like clearly a meeting of the minds about like Army of Darkness is inherently a little bit slapstick and Archie is inherently a little bit corny, and those are like peanut butter and chocolate where they just like go together tonally so well.
Yeah.
Where like
there's a core familiarity
yes
with all of them.
And that's the thing, like you were saying with Clerks, where
there's no
the
similarity.
tonality of that does not mesh with the like innocent innuendo of Archie. You know what I mean? If they would have taken that angle with Jay and Silent Bob and made them more like Archie characters who were like heavy with innuendo, that was presented in kind of an innocent way, I think that would have been a fun book.
Yes.
But because you're putting these characters next to Archie and Betty, who are just like, I heard that person fucked a horse.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're just like, I don't want to read that next to Archie's face.
Yeah.
Yes. It's what they did was here's why I succeeded. They brought Army of Darkness to Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And oppositely, they took Riverdale to wherever the fuck Clerks was.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't take Archie out of Riverdale.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
You bring the weird to him.
Yes.
Where it looks better. As soon as you take them out of Riverdale, the joke's gone.
Yep.
Good call.
That's exactly right.
Andy, what did you think of it as an Army of Darkness fan?
No, I loved it. I again, like getting the tone of like an Army of Darkness movie where it's fun and slapstick and a little bit goofy, but also like bordering on like hyper violent. Like, the fact that we got this in this book was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I loved the recap of the Evil Dead Army of Darkness movies in the style of Archie that we got on like a single panel.
Yes, that was great.
Like, Ash relays his entire story to Archie because Archie's working at the same store as him. Like, that's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And my hope for the rest of this series is that I hope they don't like jump the shark and start like cutting the head off of every person in Riverdale, you know. But I do want to see like Sabrina show up and, you know, help them out and do like goofy witch stuff. And see Ash react to that sort of like wholesome witchy stuff. Anyway, I loved it.
Totally agree.
Cool.
Do you think this converts Archie fans to Army of Darkness, or does this convert Army of Darkness fans into Archie fans?
Yes. I don't think an Archie fan will read this and be like, yeah, that's for me.
That's what I've been missing.
Yeah. But I think
Satanism.
I think Army of Darkness fans will find a lot to like in this book.
Right on. Okay. Cool.
Love it. Next up, I read Ripcord.
They didn't have any of these at my LCS.
Did they not?
I'm glad you got this.
Oh, man. So it's an Ignition Press book.
Yeah, it's a Cullen Bunn book.
Which is, Cullen Bunn from Kansas City, or Kansas City area.
Springfield.
Wrote this guy on Jeremy Hahn's publisher that he started.
Yeah.
So I auto buy all of these,
Same.
and so far they've all been good.
They slap. Yeah.
This book is about a woman in the whose sister goes missing on a trip to Australia. So she's trotting through the outback, trying to find out what happened to her sister.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I would say, like very slow played. Like I think a lot of Cullen Bunn things can be like that. You have a few issues and then you have like, oh, there's the twist, and it's fun. Because you do get. It seems to me like each issue is going to have like a crazy violent set piece, and each of these is kind of like a peek into an like exploitation movie that's like hyper violent and really crazy, like that sort of tonality. So each one seems to me anyway, you do get that like wild scene, and we're going to slowly progress our way into this woman finding out more and more what happened with her sister. Ultimately, we're going to find out in the book synopsis, Ripcord is a crazy addictive drug that is like new and unique to this area, right?
And it like makes people go completely insane, right?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
like pull the ripcord on,
Yeah.
on your parachute.
It
I
actually
guess.
makes them beautiful.
So we'll see where it goes, but we haven't even gotten to that turn yet, and
Okay.
we got all the way through issue 1.
Okay.
So
Cool. What number did you get?
you know
he
what?
doesn't take it out of the bag. Oh, you're gonna take that one out of the bag and not the.
No, here's what
Planet of the Apes?
here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh god.
He's just gonna scoot the
I'm gonna scoop the board up.
Oh,
Comic doesn't move at all.
clever.
818,
Should have said 42069. We wouldn't have known.
No, number 1.
which is pretty good. I think with the variants they print less than the A cover, so you get a lower number.
There you go.
I loved this cover. This is a variant.
That's a good one.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I was excited about this book. I'm interested to read it.
There's some sort of thematic with wolves,
Sure.
and I'm not sure what exactly that's going to be yet.
A
but...
group of wolves is called a ripcord.
Yeah, that's true.
A ripcord of wolves. So, again, recommend from me. We were talking about this a bit on the Discord, and some people were like, we didn't get to the hook. I kind of like wanted the hook, or I wanted this to be a double issue, but I would say trust in Cullen Bunn.
In Bunn we trust.
Yeah, you read the second issue, you'll
Yeah.
like
He's an easy buy.
the hook that you get to.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a
He's
book
a
like
vetted buy.
Ghost Lore or something was the same way, where like
Yeah.
you got a couple issues in and you were like, hell yeah, I'm glad I stuck with this.
Yeah. Bone Parish.
Bone Parish is
Well,
another great example. That
Harrow
book gets
County.
better and better.
Yeah.
I love Harrow County.
Yeah.
I'm reading
Oh,
the omnibus right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's a
so
thick boy.
big.
Good night.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
How many issues did that run?
1700.
That's right. I forgot.
Longest non-superhero book
Uh-huh.
ever.
That
published.
looks like 40 comics, right?
I thought it ran like 35 or 40
Yeah.
issues. Yeah. It's good stuff. I read D'Orc,
D'Orc.
which is, as far as I'm aware, the first instance of someone doing a half dwarf, half orc and calling them a dork,
Whoa.
which is so clever and
Yeah.
so much fun. I think this is going to be a very hot book.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has all of the I hate fairyland
Mhm.
like Scotty Young thing going for it,
Mhm.
with a lot of like Kirkman-esque fantasy
Oh.
lore going on.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
So in the story, the dork,
The titular dork.
the titular dork, who they call the dork,
Mhm.
they don't give his name, is there is a prophecy wherein a half dwarf, half orc, a dork will end up destroying the planet because their planet is divided in half by what they call the scar, and there's like the light on one side and the dark on the other side.
Oh, sick.
And right in the scar is where they end up fighting. The dork lives in the scar because he's kind of rejected by both sides. because dwarves are light and orcs are dark.
Mm-hmm.
He is paired up with this magic shield that has a big eyeball and talks to him.
Love it.
And we sort of get this scene at the end where when he gets like worked up and emotional in a fight, he turns into this like kind of dark version of himself where he like loses control and starts like killing people instead of just beating people up.
Yep.
And when
He hulks out, if you will.
I mean that's kind of what it is. And when he kills someone with his shield brings them back as a ghost. So he kills this talking chicken with his shield, and the chicken's head is now following him around, giving him like advice and
I
stuff.
fucking love that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like
Can I see it?
Lore.
fantasy style lore that's dropped, but it's all extremely like Scotty Young cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brett Bean is a beast.
I had never heard of him until this, but the cart, and I would call this he is a cartoonist.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like Ren and Stimpy kind
Yeah.
of, but
Yeah, this is very
it's awesome.
wild brushstrokes.
Yeah,
A lot of Saturday morning cartoon
Mhm.
influences.
yeah. It was great. I think this is a book not only to watch out for, but I think it's rife for adaptation. So
Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your book of the week? Is it this or Archie Army of Darkness?
it's probably this because it surprised me so much
Yeah.
with like how great it was.
Mhm.
I was expecting Archie versus Army of Darkness pretty much to be what it was.
What it
I
was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. I would recommend it to anybody.
Mhm.
Even as a first issue, I would recommend it. But this is like, if you had to buy one book,
Yeah.
this is the book to buy.
Cool.
Nice.
I didn't read it. Ripcord, obviously, the book from the comic from the books that I did read to pick up.
Mine was Thundar.
Greg's,
Thundar.
Greg's was Boss Battle.
You wish.
I also read the new Storm #1.
Oh, yeah. Was it good?
Not a first issue. It's one of those
Oh.
first issues that's not a first issue.
Oh,
Okay.
tricky.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Storm run got kind of interrupted by Age of Revelation,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're picking up all the stuff that was going on
Got it.
in a new series that is like, well, if you weren't reading Age of Revelation and you weren't reading Storm leading up to that, there was nothing to ground yourself in it. So,
Ha.
just, I'm not even going to try to explain it.
Ground yourself. Storm.
Storm.
Okay,
Did we do it?
I think so.
All right. I think we did it.
A lot of books this week.
It was officially the crossover week.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Faux show.
I don't know if I've seen this many crossover comics in 1 week.
True. Good stuff. And you know what? They were all good.
They were all passable.
They were all good.
Mm-hmm.
They were all passable. Good night.
Bye. First Issue Club podcast is brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company, the people responsible for our favorite drinks, the Space Camper Cosmic IPA family of beers. Our show is edited and produced by our hosts Mike DeStacy, Greg Lichtag, and Andy Vargas. You can find us on social media at First Issue Club, and you can join the supporters who keep our humble podcast going on our Patreon at patreon.com/firstissueclub.